Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm so excited to start a new series. In this series, we'll be working on a project together using React Native, Tailwind, and TypeScript, and of course I will be using Expo Go. So I will take you through the project that we'll be working on in this series. So like I said earlier, we'll be using Expo Go for our development. Expo Go makes it so easy to develop React Native mobile application without the need to use Android Studio emulator. Even though you can use Android emulator as well with Expo Go, but also you can make use of your mobile phone. You can use your mobile phone as a emulator by just installing the Expo Go application on App Store or Google Play Store. So now we are going to create our first Expo Go application. So if you go to this link, you will find the command that we can use to create a new React Native Expo Go application. So you can name the application any name of your choice. It's currently creating the application and the necessary files. So now the setup is complete. If you go through this to run your project now, get to the directory and run one of the following npm commands. So what we are going to do now is that we are going to follow this instruction. It's asking us to go to the project directory, is it there? Then from there you run this. So if you are using iOS, you can make use of iOS, or if you are building for web, you can also run this, but I'm using Android as my emulator. Okay, my Android Studio emulator is not connected. So what I'm going to do, if you want to use Expo, you can also run this npx Expo start. So from here now, you can, since you already have the Expo Go app installed on your phone, you can simply just open the app, then you scan the QR code, then it's going to come up. But I'm going to use Android Studio emulator. Let me open my Android emulator. So I'm waiting for my Android emulator to come up. Okay, so this is the default screen you are going to see after installation. So now let's start development. The first thing we're going to do is that, so we open the project. This is the project. So in the Git include, I want to ignore VS Code from pushing to GitHub. Then Expo Go as well. So what this means is that I don't want these two folders to get pushed to GitHub. So another thing we are going to do is that so let's follow this process. So we need to install our NativeWind. So if you follow this installation process, it's going to really help a lot. The link. So it's going to install all this. So what we are doing is that we are installing NativeWind so that we can be able to use Tailwind CSS in our application. Okay, then another thing we are going to do, we are going to run this. So this is going to create Tailwind config. So this is a config file that's created. Copy this, then we'll replace it with this. Then another thing we are going to do is to create a global CSS. We need to create our Babel config. Also, we need to create our metro config. Yeah, so I think we're done. We don't need to do all of this, depending on what you want actually. since I don't need all the component that comes with the installation, so I can just remove them. As you can see, I don't need all of this. So what I will just do is to run this command. So this command is going to reset the project and remove all the files that are not needed. So it's going to remove all the components that comes with the installation. So let's run it and see. Okay, so everything has been removed. Yes, so we now have a brand new application without any unnecessary files. So the next thing we are going to do is to import the global.css file. We need to import this file. We import it in the layout file. Okay, so another thing we need to do is to change our Tailwind configuration. So I don't need this. Since I don't have this app.tsx file, I don't have it here, so I'm not in need of that. So this is now pointing to the app folder, and this tool is pointing to the components. Okay, we don't have the components folder yet. Let's create it. So it will be empty for now. Okay, so now let us test our Tailwind if it is working. So we are going to create Tailwind classes. Okay, as you can see, our Tailwind classes is now working correctly. So in our next tutorial, we are going to proceed in our development. Please kindly subscribe and stay tuned. See you in next class.